Forza Horizon 5. Is it good? Yeah. In this game you partake in a racing festival that takes place over Mexico. In terms of racing, there's street, road, dirt and cross-country races to compete in. They're still not very well curated, however they do recommend which vehicle is best suited to each track, which I appreciated. The showcases make a return where you're racing planes, trains and automobiles. I'm still not a massive fan as they're manipulated to make you feel like you won by an inch. The driving somehow just keeps getting better. I played on simulator mode and it felt incredible when mistakes are easily punished and skill is heavily rewarded. I found the difficulty to be just right. I played on expert, which is by no means too hard. It often took me a couple of tries before I'd get the win, which made doing so all the more satisfying. I planned to play the whole game in co-op with my friends. Unfortunately, there were so many errors, from one of us often getting kicked out before the race, to weird AI behaviour and even stuff appearing when it shouldn't. For example, I had to drive through a non-existent pyramid, which makes racing a little more difficult. For these reasons, we eventually gave up and did our own thing solo, where I never saw any of these such issues. Apart from races, there's events called stories. I found these a little boring as they're mostly time trials. The worst part is you're graded out of 3 stars. Often you can cut across the map, ignoring the roads and get the maximum stars with ease, so they felt a little pointless. The 4 seasons of the year are back, but I guess Mexico doesn't change much during the year because it was often hard to tell what season it was. Storm season was a nice introduction though, as you get to see and drive through some epic dust clouds. Throughout the open world, there's jumps, speed cameras and drift zones to compete against your friends. These are great as it means when you're going from A to B, you're always doing something and there's never a dull moment. My favourite online mode is Eliminator. This is the best battle royale game I've played in years. Honk at any driver and they must race you to a random location. Upon beating them, they'll be eliminated and you can steal their car. I love this mode so much. There is other online modes, but because Eliminator is so good, you'd scarcely see me playing anything else. The radio, again, like previous games in the franchise, stayed off. This time because they'll take a short little over 1 minute part of a song and just loop it for the entire duration of a race. I quite liked Beastie Boys' Intergalactic, but after hearing "I'll stir fry you in my wok" 12 times during a 20-minute race, I never want to hear it again. The game, to no one's surprise, is still stunning. The best part is it has a locked 60 FPS on performance mode, though it does suffer from popping even at slow speeds with foliage and traffic, which is a shame. At one point, I even saw the road popping, which is something I've not seen in a game since the PS2 generation. That was Forza Horizon 5, and I got a 7 out of 10.